The full budget for 2024-25 announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today has hit all the right areas, but it has disappointed in some. And also in the places that it got it right, of course, implementation is going to be key. Running up to the budget, it was clear that it would have to balance three different aspects: fiscal consolidation, employment generation, and catering to political allies. On top of this, there were other concerns like the middle class wanting tax cuts and the concern raised about very high retail participation in the stock markets and especially the derivatives markets. Now, I feel the budget has done an admirable job in trying to balance all of this, although it's disappointed in some areas. On fiscal consolidation, the 4.9% fiscal deficit target and the commitment to reduce India's debt to GDP ratio in the medium term both are good from the point of view of fiscal discipline as well as encouraging rating agencies to give us an upgrade, which is only going to help us in the future. The government had space to cut the deficit more, but they then wouldn't have had enough money to spend on other things. On employment generation, three employment linked incentive schemes are very welcome, since this will hopefully encourage companies to hire more formal workers. An internship subsidy scheme is also a very welcome step here because it will help prospective employees to learn the skills that are attached to particular industries and jobs, something that's a big deficit right now. Now, coming to political allies, it was completely expected that Bihar and Andhra Pradesh would be in focus. That's exactly what's happened, and we shouldn't be surprised or outraged. The budget, after all, is as much a political document as it is a financial one. The income tax changes were disappointing. Increasing the standard deduction was good, but what was needed to really boost sentiments was to reduce the number of income tax slabs, or to cut rates, or to do both. What we got was for rates to remain the same and the slab limits to be tweaked minorly. This is likely to have only a minor impact. Increasing the short term and long term capital gains taxes and the securities transaction tax on futures and options trade is something that might hurt, but it is meant to. The government and the regulators have been concerned about the overvaluation of the stock market and the huge participation in the F&O market for a while now. The economic survey released yesterday talked about it. Before that, the RBI and the SEBI and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman have all talked about it. So this was coming and might even be a good thing for now, if you ask me. The brakes needed to be pumped on the capital markets. Now, the other area that's been kind of disappointing in this budget and even in the interim budget is that there was no talk about disinvestment or privatization. This is something that should be moved forward on, but there's been no statement of intent there. So that's been kind of disappointing. But on that note, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching.